Has this ever happened to you? You've gone to the trouble to produce the most perfect design, service or product for somebody, and then you've just not been paid. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make sure you get paid each and every time, how to avoid invoices disputes, how to improve your cash flow and save yourself time. So today we're looking at how to build a sales process with the relevant steps in place to make sure that you get paid on time. And we're going to start at the very beginning of the sales process and looking at when you get paid and how you get paid. So at the very beginning of the sales process, when the client agrees that they would like your service or products, we're going to get a sign off to agree the price there and then. What we're aiming to do at every step of this process is to make sure that when they receive the final invoice, it's a confirmation of the amount that's due, not a surprise or a revelation to them. So at the very early stages, once you've got that initial confirmation, we'll take a sign off of some sorts. It won't be a signed order, but it'll be a confirmation that they intend to order. At this stage, think about whether you want them to place a small commissioning deposit. In the kitchen industry, furniture industry, this is typical, and in many art forms of industry or art-based industries, this is typical as well. So look at whether you want a small commissioning deposit here, non-refundable, for example, before you actually get into the depths of work and producing a lot of work. So look at your overall sales processes and the opportunities for confirmation of pricing or deposits all the way through. So we can have an order confirmation that they sign off where they're signing off a price. We can make sure we've got those steps in place. Typical scenario is that somebody will produce the service or the goods as promised and as per that order confirmation, but then there are add-ons and things or changes and tweaks along the way, and that's where things start to get muddied. So look at your order processing and the way that you design your system and make sure that you've got steps in there as well, so that they're signing off on a change request or they're signing off on additional works, and you've got that sign off and confirmation every step of the way. Once you've designed your process, then make sure you write this down and share it with the team so that the team know what their boundaries are and their boundaries for authority are and how much they can move things or not. There will be a point at which you say, anything beyond this, you must get sign off from me before you're allowed to change the payment terms or before you're allowed to tweak anything on the payment terms or the order process. So then look at when the final payment is due. On a service-based industry, it might be payment in advance. In the furniture industry, it's typical for final payment before delivery. So have a look at your industry, your service, your products. When are you invoicing that final amount? Now, the reason in the furniture industry it's typical for payment to be taken in advance is because legally, once the product has crossed over the client's boundary line, it legally belongs to them. So speak to the right person, get the right advice, and just make sure that your final payment is taken at the right point to protect you, to protect your interests and protect your business. Now here's a fun little trick when you're sending your final invoice. Send the final invoice through by email and then phone them immediately and ask them to check their email and confirm that they've received the invoice. You've just negated the favourite excuse for not paying an invoice. Oh, I haven't received it. If you phone immediately after you sent it and get them to confirm receipt, you've just got that next step into the payment process and ensured that payment will be made on time. So to summarise, we've just gone through your order process after sale agreed and all the steps through to creating a final order and final order confirmation to look at how you can protect yourself at each step of the way, where you build in your payments, the deposits and the payment plans in there, and then how to make sure that your final invoice is received and paid on time. I'd be interested to know your stories, your experiences with this and any changes you've implemented into your business. I'm Caryn Dunlop, thank you.